The reason that I really wanted to see eXp look at this space and then eventually jump into it is because for every 1% that we grow this industry, we pick up an additional $250 million in closed business.
What's the number one secret to what's happening right now, and the number one thing that you're most excited about, how eXp Business Brokerage is going to change the industry forever?
Well, that's a great question. You know, the business brokerage industry is an enormous industry, and what's really unique to it is although there's a lot of professionals in this industry, they're separated between independent businesses and franchise locations. And those locations can be scattered all over different parts of the world. But I would say the majority of the businesses in North America that the industry focuses on. And because I have, for the last 4 years, I've been working with eXp, their leadership, their board members, their CEO and president, possibly considering coming into the business brokerage space and the M&A space. It's not something that they were totally comfortable with, because early on they were growing their residential side of their business so large. And any time that you can take a company that's picked up 54,000 agents within the last 4 years, trying to bring a great idea and a big industry to them, not necessarily was their focus. But I opened their eyes great enough to when stability got put in place and the commercial eXp was developed. Now business brokerage actually had a seat at the table, and so did mergers and acquisitions. Two separate different areas, but definitely two big industries. And so this industry is so large, about 15,000 transactions in the United States actually processed through professional business brokers. And for every additional 1%, which, let me back up a little bit, that 15,000 transactions actually only represents 3% of the total market that actually goes through professional business brokers. And so the reason that I really wanted to see eXp look at this space and then eventually jump into it is because for every 1% that we grow this industry, we pick up an additional $250 million in closed business. And this brand being global, already in 15 countries and growing to 21 by the end of this year, picking up that 1% and continuing to grow it is a very exciting time for anyone that's in business brokerage or mergers and acquisitions. So it's awesome to where we're going with this.
Yeah, huge stats there, and kind of, especially in it's definitely fragmented, right? I think even more so than even residential or even commercial brokerage. You know, I was at Marcus and Millichap, and it seems like it can be hard to get really good training mentors, you know, consistency and loyalty. And, you know, what I like to say, we're in it 100% one another. Right. And the more you don't have that, the more challenging it becomes. And so what I love about eXp, with their leadership, with their culture, with the model, with foundationally is solving the challenges for the business professional, the real estate agent, the commercial broker, now the business broker, right? When you have those foundational pieces in place, now you can build that. So